Oh, hey there. Sorry, you just caught me reminiscing on my last trip to Miami Beach. Luckily, as a Miami resident, the beach is not really that far away. And, well, I even took a picture to commemorate the moment. Look at it. Isn't that nice? Alas, I was there with a woman, a bitch, and we have what you like to call a lot of sex. Oh, yes, yes, we did. We had a lot of the sex. I put it right in her and peed all over her. It was great. It was wonderful, loving sex between a man and a woman. Speaking of sex, here's a card trick. Here's a card trick I'd like to show you. I want you just to take a look at the deck real quick. Just take a look at the cards. I want you to just take a look at the amazing work that went into these playing cards, the missing piece deck. You could get this deck, as a matter of fact, if you look at the link down below. Limited supplies. But just take a look at the cards real quick. I think that's enough. I think that might be enough. And in this case, I just have you touch the back of any card that you want. Just touch the back of any card. That one right there, good. Good eye. Why don't we just take a look at the card, and it happens to be the 7 of diamonds. I can't believe this worked. I cannot believe that this worked. You continue to tell the unlucky participant that's involved in your trick, see, I made you pick the 7 of diamonds. I made you pick it. See, when I showed you the deck, you had it in your subconscious. You knew exactly where the 7 of diamonds was the entire time, and I had you pick it, and I wanted you to pick, and I'll prove it to you. I'll prove to you that I wanted you to pick the 7 of diamonds. Do you remember when I was talking about having the sex with the woman, and I showed you that picture that I took at Miami Beach? Well, I want you to look closer at the picture. Doesn't that start to resemble? That's right, the 7 of diamonds. It was implanted in your brain from the very beginning because you are a sheep. You are weak. And now you go on and you have the sex with the participant. Isn't that fun? Isn't that cool? This is using AI, which I know is kind of a buzzword nowadays, but this one is a cool use where it allows you to generate a picture and put another picture inside of it. I'll leave the actual website that I used linked down below, but all I did was I found the URL of the 7 of diamonds, and I just put it on a picture of Miami Beach, or I prompted the service to put a picture of Miami Beach at night, and that's what it did for me. Now I had others like this one with the 3 of clubs, same thing, Miami Beach at night, and I overlaid a picture of the 3 of clubs, and it hides the clubs, in this case in the sky as a cloud, also in the middle as some sort of urban outage, and some palm trees. That one is a little bit on the nose, but then this one is the 7 of diamonds as well. That just looks like a bunch of palm trees. And what that allows you to do as a daft virgin is to have a reason for a force. In this case, we have the 7 of diamonds in a force position. This could be any force that you want. As a matter of fact, this could be any one of the forces that you learned from the PigCake Magic Academy, the home of over 1,500 videos going over card stuff, coin stuff, everything you need to become the best magician you could possibly be, all for the low, low price of $5 a month. A white claw, one single white claw a month is enough to get you access to all this content. So why not? Why not join today and learn a plethora of forces? And you could use one in this trick. So you put the 7 of diamonds in a position where you want to force it. You then talk to them about your trip to Miami Beach. You show them on your phone and you go, well, I was just at Miami Beach. And you could tell them, you know, make them seem like you were a cool guy going to the beach, having what's it called? I forgot the sex with somebody else. And you put the card in a forced position. And then you just show them the cards. Now, the reason you're showing them the cards is to provide a reason as to why they knew where the 7 of diamond was in the pack. If you just force the card on them, it doesn't really make much sense. It would have to be in their subconscious, technically in the pattern, the story of your trick, that they knew where that card was. So you show them the cards. Technically, the 7 of diamonds is somewhere in there. And then at the end of the routine, you could call back to that moment and say, oh, remember, I showed you the cards. Subconsciously, it was in your brain. I was trying to get you to pick that card. You knew where it was in the deck, and you didn't know that you knew where it was in the deck. So it gets into this weird, realistic territory, technically. Whereas if you don't do that step and you just force it, that's when it becomes a little bit of a trick. So you just casually show them that picture. You just flash it at them. You show them that maybe you could even zoom in if you feel a little bit like it's too close to what it looks like. In this case, the 7 of diamonds, I believe, had the building as one of the pips. And that was a nice little addition that made it interesting. So in this case, you could see it there. that the that building was that diamond. So we have that diamond, which ended up being the actual middle diamond in the seven of diamonds, which is better because then it looks less like it was generated. This pretty much looks like a picture of what you would imagine from one of those sandbars. But now all you have to do is just force the seven of diamonds in whatever way you want. The force that I used was a spread call force, where I just called that card underneath. Again, some complicated stuff. You don't have to do that force. It's a little bit tough, but you can do any number of them that are easy. You could do the crosscut force, but you are forcing that seven of diamonds and making them pick it. Now, when you see that they picked the seven of diamonds, act elated, act excited. Oh, it worked. It worked. This whole thing worked. See, I was trying to get you to pick the seven of diamonds. I was trying to get you to pick it. When I showed you the deck, I was subconsciously putting the position of the card in your mind. And you did it. You actually picked the card that I wanted you to pick. And of course, they're gonna doubt you. They're doubters. They're haters. And the way that you acquiesce is that you show the picture on your phone and you compare it to the seven of diamonds, and you go, look, it's the same thing. I put it in your subconscious before we started. And it's a nice, realistic trick, all from an AI generated picture. You don't have to work hard, my friends. You don't have to work hard. People think in magic tricks you really have to overcomplicate things or buy expensive props. Not really. We're selling uncut sheets of these playing cards, by the way. They're signed, they're limited, really limited, because technically there's only 52 of them that they're signed and numbered individually. We're selling them on the website now. For the time being, US only. I know. You're in your European little hut complaining, saying, oh, Piggy, what about Europe? What about the rest of the planet? Well, unfortunately, there's some logistical issues when it comes to shipping. But if you are from a foreign country, hit me up personally, and we'll try to make some sort of arrangement. However, for US interested parties, you could find the link to the actual uncut sheets next to the link with the playing cards. Actually, they're the same link. So you could click on that and make your decision whether or not you want to buy a signed limited edition uncut sheet of the missing piece playing cards. I don't even have one. Dude, that's how limited they are. I don't even have one. I should have one, technically, but I don't. I usually like to give advice at the end of these videos. I haven't been doing that in the past couple ones. But I guess I'll do it with this one. Cool Mint is pretty good. I've become quite a bit of a zinni in my time. I'm a huge fan. I think what they do to your concentration and your focus is very, very nice. So I'm a fan of it. And Cool Mint. Usually I'm a coffee dude. I've tried mango. The first time I tried it was winter mint or winter green, and I threw up. So I don't have a good connection with that one. But I usually like coffee. I have it with coffee. So there's a redundancy there. But I find that Cool Mint with coffee works better. So maybe that might just be me. What do you recommend? Let me know. See, I'm trying to use the actual PigCake community that watches these videos as some sort of statistic to help me out selfishly. So what's your favorite flavor? I'm not using that for engagement. I'm genuinely curious. Which one do you guys like? Because I want to buy them. Unfortunately, we're limited here in the States. I heard black cherry is the best one. Cherry ice or something like that, but I don't have access to that as a crummy American, unless you want to send me one over. I have a P.O. box down below, but this one might be my favorite so far. I think the next one I'm going to try is peppermint. I've heard that's the one that people really get their willies off for. They get their willies off for peppermint.
I see you again, when 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 I see you again.